Hello and welcome to West Prairie Southeastern football here as we are up in Rockford. Ken Suter alongside Wayne Hoy as the Cyclones take on the Christian Life Eagles. As it's a bit of a trek up here, but a really nice school layout they have here. As nice field, get some nice picturesque background with a whole lot of pine trees.
Yeah, you wouldn't even think you're in the middle of Rockford.
Middle of Rockford, you know. Well, I guess maybe because of the whole setup down on that far side, you'll be able to see some light fixtures and stuff. But other than that, we are set to go as the Cyclones come onto the field. And it does look like we're having a little bit of internet issue, which I don't understand why. I've got full bars sitting here, and it's right next to me. So we'll adjust that a little bit as they're just letting this music just keep on rolling.
Good to have a little background sound once in a while.
There we go. We'll change that down. So that should allow a little bit faster upload. And we're set to go. 1 o'clock on the time. Set to go off. Looking to kick. There we go. Now I can think as that kickoff goes by. It's a little bit squib picked up at the 40. They're able to get it to the 45, to the 50. Keeps on going. Stop right about the 50-yard line, and West Prairie Southeastern will start. A nice pickup by Austin Nelson. Said a lot of his name the last 2 weeks. We'll probably see it again here in the third, as he's been a real help for them on that fullback dive and halfback kind of options out to the far side. Cyclones will get set in the I formation, two-man tight. 1st and 10 as the down marker's in complete wrong position. You see that too, Wayne, right?
Yeah, I saw that
Okay.
just a little bit.
They got to about where he was, so I guess that was just a little of a guess.
Short gain, 2nd down.
Short gain of about 3. As the Cyclones get set up for 2nd and 7. Have a little bit of a different setup. We didn't have any programs printed out, so I'm going to be basically having to use my knowledge for keeping track of stats. I do apologize. As that one gets to maybe a gain of 1, if anything, and nope, they'll stay right there at the end of the line. Staying in the same spot on the rush by Xavier Hilton.
Gain, 3rd down.
Back into shotgun now. 3rd and 7. Hands the ball off to Jesse Johnson. Jesse Johnson goes upfield and gets the first down as he passes into about the 38-yard line. And they'll move the chains.
On the carry, 1st and 10.
10:47 remaining here in this first quarter. First time we've got to see anything out of the Eagles team so far this year. A little bit of a different. I kind of like going to all these different schools, seeing how things work in 8-man, especially for a team that's kind of been into it a little bit more, as we've only had about 2 or 3 years. 1st and 10, shotgun formation still. Cam Kramer, he's going to keep it right side, gets past one and can't get past the other as he is tackled down a little bit ahead of the line of scrimmage. We'll give him about 1. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Stop for the Eagles. No gain. 2nd down.
2nd and 9. Kramer comes out with the play. Last night's BPC game. BPC wins 57-7 against the Galva Wildcats. Looking to pass, Cam. And just a little bit behind the intended receiver. And a flag on the play. We'll see what the call is on the field. It'll be a offensive holding, so they'll move him back 10 and try again. 2nd and long now after the penalty. As they pick where the spot of the foul is.
Hold it. Number 21 on the offense. 10-yard penalty, 2nd down.
Ooh, and the referee has a little microphone there that they have jacked up. They need to go through and turn that down a little bit. That is a bit hot of a mic. If anything, second and long is your call now for the Cyclones. Cyclones looking to get their third win in a row after Galva and BPC. Looking right side. It's going to be a reverse shovel pass and gets past one and about gain of 4 on the nice play. A little bit of trickery there.
Brought down by Dylan Vestine. Third and long.
Third and long. West Prairie set up empty tray. It'll be 4-man wide. 2 stacked over the other. Johnson in motion. Hand the ball off. It's the double reverse, and they had it perfectly scouted as Xavier Hilton gets tackled 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And it'll be 4th and long.
On the stop for the Eagles.
That was a great pickup by the Eagles to watch that end reverse. Used it a couple times past 2 games, so definitely where that film study comes in handy is watching something like that.
Oh, yeah, looks like they did their homework.
Looking to punt. He's going to get it off. End over end as it drops about the 30-yard line. Gets a bad bounce, and they got to touch it there at the 34-yard line, and the Eagles will set up offensively. West Prairie didn't get much of anything after a little bit of a good drive to get a first down. Eagles first set up offense. Taking their time, getting back out. It's like a little bit of a mismatched helmet situation.
I'm going to assume JV.
Must be. That's down on the center, has the full blue. Switching around to a power right formation. Has twins. And it's going to be a pass, and they get past him. Gets a long ball, and it is picked. Well, excuse me, grabbed, not picked. I should use right terminology. Picked up for the first down and a little bit more. Down to about the 47-yard line on the pass. They'll roll clock. 7:50 remaining in this first quarter. It's a great pickup on the defensive pass rush. Just rolled out a little bit too quick to get a hold of it. And we have seen, the defensive line is doing pretty good. Linebackers, great. These cornerbacks have been beat before in Bushnell in this game especially. We'll probably see if they can keep up with this team that has a little bit of a height advantage looking at them. Going right this time, it's going to be a QB keeper, and he is passed for almost another first down. By the time he's tackled, looking maybe it'll be another first down. It'll be close, so a 2nd and 1 on the keeper.
Just short of the line to gain. 2nd and short, Eagles.
7 minutes to go. 2nd and 1. Second and 1. I formation. That's a rollout 2 wide. And it'll be a sweep left as he gets past the line of scrimmage and tackled down at about the 35-yard line, and that'll be good for another Eagles first down. This game brought to you by Ron Ilby Auto Sales with locations in Macomb and Augusta, and with 80 years of car sales experience, Ron Ilby Auto Sales is your hometown go-to for your next car. In Macomb on East Jackson Street, stop in and talk to Justin, Jared, or Chris, or visit www.ilbysalescars.com to check out their inventory. 6:15 left in the first as the clock keeps on rolling. 2 wide I formation is somebody in the crowd just dropped something. Can hear it shatter. It'll be on the ground and not much of a gain, maybe even loss of 1. As they're moving back. Ooh, a loss of 3, maybe. With a little bit of that switch, I couldn't really see exactly what was going on.
2nd and long.
So good defensive stand there after 2 straight first downs as the Cyclones look to keep things steady here nearing the red zone, about 15 yards out. Once again, switching around the end zone. Oh, formation says they take the wide receivers outright, keeping shotgun, and send the running backs in as blockers. It's going to be a pass, and there passers downfield as it's tipped. Couldn't get the pick. Excuse me, passers, blockers.
It was a long drive. You got an excuse.
I mean, you can send two people out on a, you can send them out on, what's the term? I can't even think. It's been a long drive, all right? We spent 3.5 hours getting up here. Oh, man. Routes, that's what I was thinking about. You send them out in routes, you can get 4 people out there and then block after it's thrown. But if before it's thrown you can't go out there and block, that's just a blocker downfield. Shotgun formation once again. One running back around this time. He's going to look to pass, and he's got the slant and gets it. Tackled down behind. So it'll be 4th and 2. 5:12 remaining here in this first quarter. Eagles getting set to try and go for it. You'd have to at this situation. Have to watch out for the perfect setup of a hard count. .440. 4th down, left side formation now. Power left. And they get him to jump off side, so it'll be a 1st down for Christian Life. Encroachment, haven't heard that one in a while.
Yeah. Don't hear it too often.
Pretty much anybody, if they go off sides, even if they touch him or not, is going to be called offsides. Did take me a long time to realize the difference between an offsides call and a encroachment. Seems like the exact same thing, but
the technicality.
Technicalities, 4 minutes remaining in this first. Trips right now, still shotgun formation. As the Eagles set to go, 1st and 10. They send them all out. Long ball. Incomplete, and they'll call the pass interference.
Pass intended for Vistine. Penalty on the play.
That was a close one. Now, it's one of those things where if the ball is just a little bit underthrown, is it still pass interference if the wide receiver turns right around and tries to run into the cornerback? I don't think Hunt even noticed that the ball was going to land behind him as he was sitting there. He had his hand up.
Yeah.
In any case, it is another set of 1st downs. So it'll be 1st and 11.
1st and goal, Eagles.
It'll be 1st and 11, not 1st and goal, just a little bit behind. .350 back underneath center. Hands ball off right side, gets a nice cut, and down goes. As Xavier Hilton's able to get behind him and get a tackle. Loss of about 1 on the play.
Hilton on the stop for the Cyclones. No gain, 2nd down.
As it looks like our scoreboard program decided to quit. Wonderful. I'll get that set back up for you folks. .320 remaining. 2nd and about 11. It'll be trips right once again with a man in 2-point position. They don't know what's going on, and Christian Life will have to take a timeout to figure it out. 3:13 remaining here. Nothing, your score. We'll take a break and be back on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
At Western Illinois University, Leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a Leatherneck. and get an education that stands out.
My experience with McDonough District Hospital was amazing. I have a lot of allergies, complicated by nasal problems. And the procedure I had is Vive Air. Dr. Sparks was incredible.
The Vive Air procedure is a radiofrequency ablation procedure. She no longer has to do any medications to breathe, so she gets much more restful night's sleep. And a short little office procedure, and have somebody that feels like it's totally changed their life means the world.
It's a permanent improvement on the quality of your life.
And welcome back after the timeout. 3:12 remaining. Trips left as Eagles set to look to pass. Launches that one towards the end zone, and that is in for an Eagles touchdown.
Gray's pass.
Pass caught by number 4, Dylan Vistine. As the Eagles will get set up 6-0. And kind of again, you're looking at a team that's going to be passing a lot more with more frequency, as the Eagles have shown. This West Prairie team is going to have to lock in with that safety and cornerback combo. And one came at 3:06 remaining in the first. The reception by Vistine. Set to go for a 2-point conversion. And it is a pitch and won't go anywhere. So 6-0 your score here at Rockford. We'll take a break and be back on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
At Country Financial, we enjoy serving the community in which we live, big or small.
I love living in the Blandonsville area. It's where I grew up, went to school, and decided to raise my family. I never had a desire to live or work anywhere other than in a small town. I feel lucky to help my longtime friends and neighbors with their insurance needs. It's like working with family every day.
I'm Brett Powell, your local Country Financial representative, whose door is always open to work with you.
I grew up in a small town in Missouri, and I like the feel of community. I like knowing the people that I take care of and knowing the people around me, providing care for someone that you know is in this community and helping them to get better.
And after the touchdown, 6-0 your score as the Christian Life Eagles lead West Prairie Southeastern. There we go, as Wayne making sure that the camera looks good. You know, you got a little viewfinder there on the camera that can see.
I do, but I can't see the scoreboard on my screen.
Well, it's just going to be down on the bottom, like.
I mean, yeah, that's true.
As we look down, Colorado with Coach Prime leading Nebraska 13-7 in the third quarter. Looking towards the 30, 34, 35-yard line, somewhere around there on the pickup for the kickoff. Second drive for West Prairie, looking to get a little bit of better chance on this one.
Malik Maxwell in on the stop for the Eagles. 1st and 10.
First and 10, as I just got stung by a bee.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's not fun.
It's a good thing I'm not super allergic to them. We'll just see if that raises up.
Well, if anything, I'm pretty sure the hospital's not far.
Second, and we'll go 7 after the run by Brigham Gray. Gets a decent gain. Looking at some other scores, Baylor leading Utah 13-3, with Ohio State beating up Youngstown State 28-3. Hands the ball off, fullback dive, and he gets a nice gain and the first down on the run, about a gain of 6 or 7. I believe that was Austin Nelson on the rush, and a first down for the West Prairie Southeastern Cyclones. They got to move the chains. What are we doing here, folks? What are these referees doing? You can't run if you don't have the chains down. What is this?
I've never seen that.
Coach
either.
McCormick, he likes to change things up, likes to call a little bit of no huddle stuff, try and keep people on their toes, but
Keeping everybody on their toes.
even the chain gang and the referees, I don't even think any of the refs saw that the chain gang wasn't set. Hands the ball off to Hilton. Hilton gets up, gets tackled close enough. I think he did get the first down. And they'll move the chains. We'll see if they let him get set first. There we go. Chains get down.
1st and 10.
Got to be quicker
Another
than that.
1st and 10 for West Prairie Southeastern. Still two double tight I formation. A little bit of a pro look now, as that's going to be a fullback dive, and on for momentum, he is still chugging. He'll get about 2 or 3. They'll say just 2 on the rush. 2nd and 8 on the I formation fullback dive. Back into pro. Cam Kramer hands it off this time to Hilton. Hilton tries to get through, gets another gain of maybe 2. Now here's what we're going to watch out for. He's ran 3 rushes right in a row down the middle lane. 1 to pop out a sweep to that left side towards Jesse Johnson. As you can see, he just came in. Jesse Johnson, left side sweep. I'm locking it in. Taking a little bit more time here to call the play. Instead of going for the no huddle is, oh, I wasn't even paying attention. That is the end of the first quarter. Eagles lead 6-0 over the West Prairie Southeastern Cyclones. We'll take a quick break and be back on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
Minimally invasive surgery offers a variety of benefits to the patient. We are now able to offer patients a variety of operations with small incisions rather than big open incisions. The surgeries that we can do now, minimally invasive, include bariatrics, hernia repair, colorectal surgeries, faster recovery, smaller incisions, faster time back to work.
Dry needling is where you insert a filiform needle into a muscle, a tendon, a ligament, sometimes a bone, and it promotes blood flow and circulation so that it heals that particular painful area.
This game brought to you by Western Illinois University. At Western Illinois University, 11X don't just blend in because purple stands out. At WIU, there's limitless potential with campuses in Macomb, Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a Leatherneck and get an education that stands out. Long rush, as that is Hilton who gets it, but it will be going back on a flag, most likely a hold.
Yeah, when I played, we'd always get a good run, and then somebody always brings the ball back.
So that's the thing. It's like once you get longer, once people are drawn out, that's when things get really. I can't understand the word he just said.
We'll just play it by
You
ear.
ever seen The Water Boy?
Yeah.
That was Farmer, farmer right there. That was Cajun to the extreme. Now, it was 10 yards from the spot of the foul. Spot of the foul was before they got to that first down. So it's only 3rd and long instead of 3rd and 20. It's only about 3rd and 10 as the timeout taken by West Prairie Southeastern. Looking to capture a little bit of this momentum that they've had going so far with 11:35 remaining in this first half. Game also brought to you by Mudd Insurance Group. Thank you for tuning in to TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH. This coverage of Southeastern, West Prairie Southeastern football, there we go, is brought to you by Mudd Insurance Group and Grinnell Mutual. Contact Mudd Insurance today for all of your home, auto, farm, commercial, life, health, and Medicare insurance needs. And live life knowing you're covered. You know, it's nice when I type all these out. And, oh, yeah, I'll just put in Southeastern Suns basketball since this is the Southeastern, forgetting that I'm going to have to stop myself and figure out, okay, which game am I at instead of just straight running.
This Eagle Rumble.
The Eagle Rumble will affect the camera. We do apologize.
It does.
We are standing out here in the bleachers. Really nice bleachers, wood setup, but it's maneuverable. 3rd and long, hands the ball off on the lead block, and he doesn't even know that Brigham has it. As he gets a nice run almost to the first down.
For the Cyclones.
Excuse me, that is Carter Hits. 44. 4th and short.
4th and short.
At the 34-yard line. Probably looking to draw him off sides and then hit him with that fullback dive. Ooh. Probably should have went down one bleachers instead of my back leaning up against this.
The rail.
4th and short. I formation, double tight. Hands it off to Xavier Hilton. Hilton hits the hole, and he gets in for the first down. Has to be, right? Yep, and he does as he gets down to the 30. First down, West Prairie Southeastern Cyclones. At the 10:45 mark.
Short gain, but enough for first down, Cyclones.
Coach McCormick sending in the play. 1st and 10. A bit different game from the past ones that we've seen. A lot more of a drive opportunity here. Left side, he gets stopped at about the 28, 29-yard line, so a gain of about 3.
Gray on the
As
carry.
they send Johnson in with the ball.
Down by
Excuse me, with the
Host
play.
Eagles. Short gain. Second down.
Game also brought to you by Adams Experts. Looking for top-notch local computer sales and repair services? Call Adams Experts in Quincy at 217-214-3423 for fast, friendly, and affordable assistance. We make technology work. That's Adams Experts, your go-to when your computer goes down. 9:50 remaining here in this first half. 6-0, still a tight game. And another timeout taken by West Prairie Southeastern. So a little bit of confusion on plays as Coach McCormick's picking out some more things that are a little further down the playbook to keep this drive going.
Maybe a bit of razzle-dazzle.
Yeah, that's one thing I did like about playing with Coach McCormick is just a little bit of razzle-dazzle. Hits him up, change something new, think things going through. We always had a few, not really trick plays, but just something new.
Something just outside the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, because if you keep on hitting them with that fullback dive over and over, if it's working, why change it? And we're not going to change it. Until you can stop us, we're not going to change anything. And the pass plays in this shotgun formation has really helped him out. Cam Kramer able to rush as well as they hand it off to Hilton. Hilton trying to get outside as he gets to the back to the line of scrimmage and maybe 1. About a gain of 1 on the play, and it'll be a 3rd and 6. 3rd and 7 we'll go with it.
Stop by the Eagles, no gain. 3rd and long.
Eagles defense being really good so far today.
I think they definitely did their homework. It looks that way. I'm sure they've been watching film like nobody's business.
These linebackers are doing a great job of keeping their heads up and moving laterally. That's one big thing to stop a sweep game like this. Whew. 3rd and 7. Cam looking to pass. He's got a defender right back on him. Launches it, and it is on the ground. On the ground. Not picked off. On the ground. Just a little bit
Pass
short.
ruled incomplete.
And it'll be 4th and long.
Cyclones.
You just got to get a little bit longer lock in on offensive line for plays like that, especially a PA rollout. You've got to lock in for just a little bit. Play action, pass play. You're going to be dropping back, but instead of dropping back instantly, lock in, hit them first, then drop back. Don't hold, of course, but that little bit of a push hit, as there'll be a flag on the play. We'll see what the call is. Maybe a pass interference. Roughing the passer was the call. So as they move up a little bit, we'll double check here as I didn't see quite where that roughing the passer came in. And that'll be a handoff left side as Jesse Johnson's able to get tackled up behind the line of scrimmage.
Gabriel Taylor on the stop for the Eagles. Lost on the play, 2nd and long.
So 6-0, still your score. 8:35 remaining in this first quarter. And I tell you, this is the best game I've watched so far this year. It's low scoring, but at least there's a little bit of back and forth between these two teams. 2nd and long. Shotgun formation, 2-man wide. Cam, screen left side, and it just goes over the top of the hands of Xavier Hilton.
Incomplete.
So 3rd and long.
3rd and long, Cyclones.
We do have our chat open like always here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Dave Clinton in our chat watching the Eagles. Now, it's a good game so far if you're an Eagles fan. A lot of great plays. A little bit of bend, don't break on this long West Prairie Southeastern drive, as it's been almost the full quarter since they got it. 8:15, 3rd and long. Jesse in motion, hands it off. It's that double reverse and gets past the one. He tries to get up through field, and he does not get back to the line of scrimmage.
Fred Swain in the
And
stop
man,
for
you
the
just,
Eagles.
on a long play that you got to set up there, you can't instantly cut right in. Like, he had good contain, of course, but try to bump it out and try to get back up. Because once you bump inside, you ain't got much of anything except for defense.
On those reverses, you can't get caught up in the backfield.
So a 4th and longer down past the 20-yard line as the first down marker is at the 4. Same formation. Shotgun Cam looking to pass. He's got no help at all. Launches it for an incompletion.
Pass incomplete.
No help
Turnover
whatsoever.
on
They
downs.
did send in a
First and
block.
10 Eagles.
A blitz, I mean. They sent that blitz in, but as an offensive line, you got to pick that blitz up and at least help your quarterback.
I wonder if he was supposed to get that off a lot quicker than he did.
If you're going to be getting it back, you've got to be 3-step drop. You can't do the full 5, 6, 7 if you know that you've got a linebacker coming straight after you. So in any case, the long drive stops at the 20-yard line. On the turnover on downs, Eagles with another chance offensively. Take this time out to shout out McDonough District Hospital. McDonough District Hospital athletic trainers and the MDH Rehabilitation Center, with locations in Bushnell and Macomb, provide expert help to Cyclones student athletes in the prevention, care, and rehabilitation of all athletic injuries. Learn more at mdh.org. McDonough District Hospital, more than hospital care, a hospital caring, and they are caring to get that ball in down at the 50-yard line. Great pickup once again by Vistine. And boy, you had 2 cornerbacks and a cornerback and a safety right there. Looking around, had it perfectly placed. Thought for sure that Hilton was going to get over there for that pick.
Yeah,
he was right there. Had the angle and everything.
Coverage was excellent. He was just able to pick it up.
He was able just to turn around and get it perfectly right down low. 7 minutes remaining here in this first half. They switch around the formation again. Second team so far that sets up in a formation just before they move everything around. A little bit of diversion. Power left, and they're going to look to pass it. He's got one man past him, gets past the other one. He's going to keep it, gets past the 40-yard line. He's got one person to stop, gets out at about the 25-yard line. Who was contained on the left side.
On the keeper, and enough yards for another Christian Life.
You got to keep a contained man on that left side. Someone there to just kind of hold it down, make sure that everything's good. On a pass play, when you roll out, you've got people dropping back into coverage. You're going to be that last man before there's a 30-yard empty set like that. As in 2 plays, they get from the 20 down to the 25. And they get set for a 1st and 10 with 6:40 remaining here in the first half. Back to the same Twins formation. Quarterback gets it. It's going to be a sweep, and he loses the ball, and he can't pick it up. Picked up by the Cyclones. Keep on running, kid. And he is rumbling and stumbling. Gets down to about the 35-yard line. As he fumbles on the tackle, they'll say he was down. As Zabo's able to get it.
1st and 10 Cyclones.
You always love to see a big man running.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, man. So, reverse whatever I just said with those 2 long rushes as the miscue on the pitch. And pickup gets it down to about the 34-yard line, and the Cyclones will get set up for their 3rd offensive drive. 3rd offensive drive with 6 minutes remaining.
In the half, yeah.
Yeah, this is a way better game than the past ones that we've had to play here. I mean, both ones did go well for West Prairie, don't get me wrong, but at least a little bit more excitement like this. Hands it off, Austin Nelson, and he's got a lot of room, and he fumbles. And And he fumbled and gave it right back to Austin Nelson.
Nelson on the carry, recovers his own fumble.
That's crazy.
Yeah, again, that's not something you see often.
Austin fumbles it. Picked up by the defender who turns around and fumbles it right back to Austin Nelson, still laying down. So a gain of 2 or 3 on the play and go to second down, I guess. 6 minutes remaining. Hands the ball off this side. Gets upfield and spun around and tackled about 5 yards down. 3rd and 4.
Nelson on the carry, brought down by a flock of eagles.
A flock of eagles.
Like that. A storm of cyclones, I guess.
Yeah,
I know
it works.
How many cyclones would have to be together for it to really be a storm of cyclones? We'll say 3. A pair of cyclones. Anything more than 3. Left side, he gets blocking by a storm of cyclones. He gets passed in for the first down and keeps on trucking down to the 16-yard line. And a first down for Westbury Southeastern.
On the carry.
You know, I said that as a joke, but I'm going to keep on saying storm of cyclones. I like that.
Yeah, it's got a good ring to it.
5 minutes remaining here in this first half. Still 6-0 in a low-scoring game. A few fumbles for each team. 1st and 10, I formation, sweep left side. And Hilton gets underneath and another flag. And a bunch of whistles there to stop everything. Most likely a hold, if I had to say. As we'll see. Well, if the referee could tell us, that'd be great.
He's going to keep it a secret.
All right, so a 5-yard face mask on the inadvertent. So a first down on the 5-yard. First and 5 after the rush. Okay, which one is it, folks? Is it the referee's first down call or is it that line marker's second down? Which one is it?
Yeah.
2nd and 6, we'll call it. I formation, 2-man tight. Sweep left side, Austin Nelson with the ball. And he is tackled down behind the line.
Dylan Vistine on the stop.
Coach McCormick letting him know exactly what has gone wrong.
Wasn't too happy with it.
No, but I mean, really, if you see Coach McCormick not a little agitated even when you're doing well, you know something's wrong. As they're going to double check to see if that was supposed to be a first down or not. Here comes the referees.
I think they're having fun keeping us guessing. It's not just a football game. It's a bit of a trivia game.
So, anybody know what's going on? Because I don't either.
I think they might be making dinner plans.
Hey, I did pass that Chick-fil-A when we came up here. We were a little late, so we had to skip lunch. So I was making note of everything around here. 4 minutes remaining here, 6-0 still your score. This game brought to you by the Sports Corner 124. Macomb's original local sports bar is Sports Corner 124, with a focus on local sports. Catch WIU games and all the area TSSR Game Time live presented by MDH events live at the Sports Corner 124, all while enjoying your favorite cold drink and some of the best food in West Central Illinois. Stop in and say hi at 124 North Randolph Street in Macomb. Man, the Sports Corner sounds good.
I was just thinking that.
Man, that does sound so
But I don't know if I can wait another
3.5 hours
drive.
Drive is that's a bit much.
I mean, it would be nice reward, though.
As they talk to the coach to check to make sure that was, yes, indeed, a first down and not a second down. So we are at 2nd and 6 instead of 3rd and 6. Clock rolls. I formation. Nelson in the running back slot. He gets in past the blitz, keeps on trucking to the 5-yard line.
Nelson on the carry.
And close to a first down. They're going to mark it. Yes, indeed, first down. So first and goal for the Cyclones, 3:41 remaining. Hello, Mr. B. Maybe you're the one that's telling me. I formation, hands it off. Nelson, he gets stuck right at the line, and he's able to sneak through in for the touchdown.
Austin Nelson for the Cyclones.
Nelson
touchdown.
able to score as they tie the game up at 6. We're here with 3:26 remaining in the first half. As Nelson will switch out with Jesse Johnson. Probably see him try to get in on the left side for a 2-point conversion. Now he's, it's cliche, but at the same time still true. In a game this tight, these 2-point conversions are really going to come in clutch.
Oh, yeah, it's been a battle down there on the field. Bit of back and forth, bit of bobble here.
Shotgun formation for Cam Kramer. Hilton and Johnson to his sides, hands it off to Johnson, and he fumbles it. He's going to try and keep it as he gets past one person, gets past two, and it's going to be in for the 2-point conversion on the broken play. And that's what helps to have a little bit of a mobile quarterback like Cam Kramer.
Kramer for the 2-point conversion.
So 8-6 your score after the 2-point conversion. The Cyclones lead. We'll take a break and be back on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MD8.
At Country Financial, we enjoy serving the community in which we live, big or small.
I love living in the Blandonsville area. It's where I grew up, went to school, and decided to raise my family. I never had a desire to live or work anywhere other than in a small town. I feel lucky to help my longtime friends and neighbors with their insurance needs. It's like working with family every day.
I'm Brett Powell, your local Country Financial representative, whose door is always open to work with you.
Find the right cycle combinations. Simply choose what and how you want to wash and dry to help keep clothes looking their best. Intuitive Controls, brought to you by Whirlpool.
And welcome back to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. I just realized we are 3 minutes before the end of the second quarter. I forgot to change it over to the second quarter. A lot of things slip in my mind so far. 8-6. That little bit of a break after the first advertisement. I was sitting here singing along to the Fox NFL Sunday theme song. I am so pumped for tomorrow. So pumped. Steelers and Bears both play, as that'll be tackled down at about the 16-yard line. Great coverage by the West Prairie Southeastern Cyclones. You're going to come over and watch the football tomorrow?
Yeah, I think I'll be over there.
Oh, yeah. Steelers at noon taking on the 49ers. Nick Bosa with that big contract going up for him. 49ers, they've just got to pay everybody and hope that quarterback does not get hurt. And Steelers trying to prove that Kenny Pickett was the quarterback pick. I believe he was, but we'll see. Definitely not a Steelers fan saying that they're going to win the Super Bowl this year, but we got a chance. It might be a .0001, but you're telling me there's still a chance.
I mean, they play in the league. I think everyone's got a chance.
Well, except for the Cardinals this year. 1st and 10. Sweep right side, and it's going to be that's Clayton Hunt with the tackle behind the line. Loss of about 2, I believe. Oh, nope, I can't even see. So it's a gain of 1. Bears starting with the Packers. We'll see the Jordan Love era, see if he can keep it rolling with Hall of Fame quarterbacks. For the Packers, Bears just trying to see if Justin Fields can survive in the NFL. Had a good last year. We'll see if he can improve a little bit better with some better players around him, especially with DJ Moore on the pickup for the first-round pick. 2:38 remaining, 8-6 your score. And a timeout taken by the Christian Life Eagles. 2:32 remaining, 8-6 your score. We'll take a break and be back on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
It was the community that really drew me back to Macomb. I'm from a small community, and I'm from a farm family, and ultimately I always wanted to practice in a place like that, and I felt that I had the ability to connect to people who with a similar background from me, and the fact that the staff members at the hospital and the support, all the support staff at the hospital was also focused with the goal of patient care. It felt like it just all came hammered at home for me. Well, I've always had an interest in the medical field, and then growing up, I actually went through physical therapy myself for an injury, and that got me back to playing my sports and the activities that I loved. So seeing that firsthand, I got to see how much physical therapy could
Dry needling is where you insert a filiform needle into a muscle, a tendon, a ligament, sometimes a bone, and it promotes blood flow and circulation so that it heals that particular painful area.
Welcome back to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. 8-6, Cyclones leading the Eagles. 2nd and 9 in the shotgun for the Eagles as they try to get another offensive run going. Lost the last one to a fumble. And that is a pass picked up and in. Oh, a nice hit outside. That was picked up.
Gray's pass
Once
complete
it's
to
picked
Dylan
up by
Vistine,
Drew.
and enough yards for another Christian Light.
Vistine with another first down. .2:15 remaining in the first half. 1st and 10 as the Eagles once again switching around the formation. And it's going to be a keeper right side. Hitz can't get him, but Clayton Hunt does. Down past the 35, 36-yard line. No stop before then.
Clayton Hunt.
So a 2nd and about 5.
Nice gain, 2nd down.
Tackled out of bounds, so clock stops at 1:54. Referee's down there doing the hand motion to spread the chains out a little bit more. Of course, when they have their hands all the way out and flipping their hands, it looks like they're trying to take off out there.
I mean, they are around the flock of eagles.
That is true. But there's a storm of cyclones around them, so we have to watch out. Can't fly.
A lot of turbulence.
Shotgun formation, 2nd and 4. Looking to pass, gets a nice play. Let's see if he can get it off. However, and he cannot before he is sacked down. That tackle was more of a slide than anything. I do believe that was Mikey Kitch on the tackle.
Hits on the sack.
Maybe, oh man, that's what's bad about having a 54 and a 44 next to each other. I just saw the ending 4. Let me watch that again. That was Carter Hitz on the sack. 3rd and long for the Eagles, as they lost almost 10. 1:20 remaining here in this first half.
I keep getting blinded by a phone reflection.
Yep. Down there, I can see exact one that's messing with me too. Shotgun formation, 2-man wide, 1-man in. Tight end, left side. Got a full coverage protect. Gets past his one defender, but it's just out of his range. Just a little bit too far right.
4th and long.
Incomplete, 4th and long. 1 minute remaining here in Rockford. I do believe technically we're still in Rockford city limits. You'd have to believe so, right?
Yeah, I think so. I didn't really map out the didn't map it out before we came. Should have.
I'm surprised you didn't. You stayed awake the entire time.
Yeah, no, I had a fine drive.
4th and long, looking for a punt setup. We'll see if they actually go with the punt, as they have Hilton walking up a little bit, staying around the 50-yard line. They do get it off, and it is a high booming kick down at about the 40-yard line, and the referee just kicked the yard marker over.
Eagle punts.
The yard marker had it coming.
Yeah, you know, he was just looking at him wrong. So Cyclones with the ball, 46 seconds remaining as they start on their own 42-yard line. We'll see what plays they cook up a little bit here to try and get in the end zone before the end of the half. They will be kicking off towards the Eagles to start out the second half. I formation, Cam looking to pass, and he just gets no help on the offensive line. He still gets the completion. But he had two defenders instantly through that line. Not even a chip block.
To Gray.
Threw a bullet, too.
Had to. He was desperate. Had to get out. And great job of getting out of bounds on the reception. 2nd and 4.
If they can get in before the end of the half again, be up a little bit when we start up, or start the second half. Preheat the oven a little.
Shotgun formation, 4-man wide. Cam with the ball, looks to pass, and once again, just instantly gets through. Launches that one too low, still catches, but a flag.
Pass incomplete.
Oh,
Penalty on the
incomplete.
play.
Incomplete, I thought he had it. Man, I thought he had it. We'll see what the call is. But they got to lock up, especially in that center and right guard. They've got to block way better if they're going to keep on going the rate that they are. Defensive pass interference, so a 15-yard penalty. They'll keep on walking, and it'll be a first down. 32 seconds left in the first half at about the 21-yard line. So kind of in the orange-reddish zone, not technically the red zone yet. It's heating up. It's getting there. Looking to pass once again, and he's got pressure once again, and they knock him down once again. It picked off down at the 10-yard line.
Cyclone pass intercepted by Dylan
Intercepted
Vistine.
by Vistine. So
First
Eagles
and
get
10
a chance.
Eagles.
1st and 10, 27 seconds left. And that's where that pressure comes in. Cam can't get an accurate pass off if he's got a player right in his way instantly.
Well, if the Eagles look to pass, hopefully we can do the same thing they just did to us.
1st and 10. Eagles get the ball at the 10. It's so weird. The 10-yard marker is very light down there. I don't know if it's just the angle from the sun or what, but I just can't see it.
I think it's turned the wrong way.
The line?
No, the marker.
Oh. Looking to pass. Got the screen, and he's going to be swallowed up in the backfield for a sack, and they're going to call roughing the passer.
Tackled by a swarm of Cyclones.
They're tackled by 3.
Penalty on the play.
I don't think.
Helmet did come off, so he's going to take a play off.
If I heard correctly, he's going back in.
He has to leave. The helmet was off.
Yeah. I'm not sure why that would be.
I don't know. So a 15-yard penalty on the face mask.
Yeah, I've never seen an equipment failure where they don't have to come off the field. I wonder if it's because of the face mask.
I believe so. At any rate, that'll be the end of the first half. 8-6 is the Cyclones lead. Eagles will get the ball at the start of the first half. We'll take a break here and be back for halftime here at Christian Life School.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
At Country Financial, we enjoy serving the community in which we live, big or small.
I love living in the Blandonsville area. It's where I grew up, went to school, and decided to raise my family. I never had a desire to live or work anywhere other than in a small town. I feel lucky to help my longtime friends and neighbors with their insurance needs. It's like working with family every day.
I'm Brett Powell, your local Country Financial representative, whose door is always open to work with you.
Skip adding detergent to every load with the Load and Go dispenser. Choose from models that hold enough for 20 to 40 loads, with select models even adding a second compartment for fabric softener. So clothes get the care they need, and you can skip adding detergent every time. The Load and Go dispenser, now available in 3 sizes. Brought to you by Whirlpool. Find the right cycle combinations. Simply choose what and how you want to wash and dry to help keep clothes looking their best. Intuitive controls. Brought to you by Whirlpool.
I went through MDH when we were trying to get pregnant. We were struggling the first year, and then when we got pregnant, I stayed at MDH and through labor and now for pediatrics. My experience was nothing short of phenomenal. I was met with amazing staff members who helped me through concerns that I had when she was first born, helping me learn how to be a new mom. It was really reassuring and comforting knowing that I had so much support and kindness around me. My entire pregnancy at MDH was amazing.
After my appointment that day, I just made up my mind that I'm going to have my baby here in Macomb and this hospital, because irrespective of where you're from, who you are, it's just their line of duty to make sure they give care, make you comfortable.
I thought about the staff of MDH, they're all good. And you will get all the support you need. This is just the best place for you and your family.
I chose the MDH OBGYN group because I've heard wonderful things about Dr. Smith. And upon entering the office, I really got along with everybody and got a warm feeling. The staff is warm and inviting and welcoming. It's a small community, so it's a really nice hospital to have here in the rural area. I continue to choose MDH because of the relationships I have. I really enjoy everybody here.
I chose MDH. We moved here and I was researching different places that would allow me to VBAC, have a vaginal birth after C-section, and the doctors here do encourage that, and so I chose that after looking online, and I wouldn't want to deliver anywhere else because they all go above and beyond, and they're so kind and actually care about you.
My experience with McDonough District Hospital was amazing. I have a lot of allergies, complicated by nasal problems. And the procedure I had is Vive Air. Dr. Sparks was incredible.
The Vive Air procedure is a radiofrequency ablation procedure. She no longer has to do any medications to breathe, so she gets much more restful night's sleep. And a short little office procedure, and have somebody that feels like it's totally changed their life means the world.
It's a permanent improvement on the quality of your life.
It was the community that really drew me back to Macomb. I'm from a small community, and I'm from a farm family, and ultimately I always wanted to practice in a place like that, and I felt that I had the ability to connect to people who with a similar background from me, and the fact that the staff members at the hospital and the support, all the support staff at the hospital was also focused with the goal of patient care. It felt like it just all came hammered at home for me.
Minimally invasive surgery offers a variety of benefits to the patient. We're now able to offer patients a variety of operations with small incisions rather than big open incisions. The surgeries that we can do now, minimally invasive, include bariatrics, hernia repair, colorectal surgeries, faster recovery, smaller incisions, faster time back to work.
There's been a lot of rewarding parts working at McDonough District Hospital. I've had patients come to me that maybe have not had care in the community, care available, so with the addition of nurse practitioners lately, we've been able to add more care, and that's very rewarding to me. My hope is that when the patients leave at the end of an appointment, they leave and they definitely feel like they've been listened to, and they feel like their needs have been met, their cares have been met, and that they're going to get the proper treatment that they deserve from me as a provider.
I see acute injuries on the field. I see ankle sprains. I see ACL knee injuries, as well as in the clinic. It's very rewarding to see them from on the field injury to rehab to transition back to their event?
Well, I've always had an interest in the medical field, and then growing up, I actually went through physical therapy myself for an injury, and that got me back to playing my sports and the activities that I loved. So seeing that firsthand, I got to see how much physical therapy could really benefit.
MDH Sport Medicine Rehab is just not for the athlete. We see a variety of ages, getting them from having pain to no pain to get back to their normal activities and their prior level of function.
Dry needling is where you insert a filiform needle into a muscle, a tendon, a ligament, sometimes a bone, and it promotes blood flow and circulation so that it heals that particular painful area.
I grew up in a small town in Missouri, and I like the feel of community. I like knowing the people that I take care of and knowing the people around me, providing care for someone that you know is in this community and helping them to get better.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there is limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
At Country Financial, we enjoy serving the community in which we live, big or small.
I love living in the Blandonsville area. It's where I grew up, went to school, and decided to raise my family. I never had a desire to live or work anywhere other than in a small town. I feel lucky to help my longtime friends and neighbors with their insurance needs. It's like working with family every day.
I'm Brett Powell, your local Country Financial representative, whose door is always open to work with you.
Skip adding detergent to every load with the Load and Go dispenser. Choose from models that hold enough for 20 to 40 loads, with select models even adding a second compartment for fabric softener. So clothes get the care they need, and you can skip adding detergent every time. The Load and Go dispenser, now available in 3 sizes. Brought to you by Whirlpool.
MDH Sport Medicine Rehab is just not for the athlete. We see a variety of ages, getting them from having pain to no pain to get back to their normal activities and their prior level of function.
I see acute injuries on the field. I see ankle sprains. I see ACL knee injuries, as well as in the clinic. It's very rewarding to see them from on-the-field injury to rehab to transition back to their event.
I chose MDH. We moved here and I was researching different places that would allow me to VBAC, have a vaginal birth after C-section, and the doctors here do encourage that, and so I chose that after looking online, and I wouldn't want to deliver anywhere else because they all go above and beyond, and they're so kind and actually care about you.
I grew up in a small town in Missouri, and I like the feel of community. I like knowing the people that I take care of and knowing the people around me, providing care for someone that you know is in this community and helping them to get better.
It was the community that really drew me back to Macomb. I'm from a small community, and I'm from a farm family, and ultimately I always wanted to practice in a place like that, and I felt that I had the ability to connect to people who with a similar background from me, and the fact that the staff members at the hospital and the support, all the support staff at the hospital was also focused with the goal of patient care. It felt like it just all came hammered at home for me.
And welcome back to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Wayne could get on the camera and.
Well, they're not out here.
They're not out here, but we can still go. He can shoot the other team. How did we get degrees, man? It's crazy. Anywho, about 1 minute plus the stretch, and so about 3-4 minutes overall left in this halftime period. 8-6 in a pretty close game between these two. Wayne, I mean, what's pretty much been the play of the game so far?
I'd say that that fumble recovery, Eagles dropped it. We picked it back up. We ran it. That's really the only major highlight I've seen.
Few good passes to. Let me get my roster back up here. I apologize. Don't have a paper copy printed out, so I've got a picture of the one that the announcer has up there, and then the West Prairie High School roster that's on the internet, flipping around on my phone. That's Dylan Vistine, the wide receiver, senior, 6'2". He's been able to catch a few great ones out onto the sidelines here. Only came up with 1 touchdown so far, the Eagles have, as it is 8-6. West Prairie had one where I thought Austin Nelson was dead to rights, tackled already, and he got out. Didn't even notice that he was out free left side and in for the touchdown. Got that 2-point conversion. That's going to be a big kicker so far for him. That 2-point conversion pickup is really going to help him. Leading even by 2 feels a lot different than being tied starting in this game. West Prairie gets set to come back onto the field after a little bit of a break in the corner.
I think they went to go look for some shade.
Yep, there is not much shade on this field at all. Nice setup, but oh boy. Thankfully, we're on the side of the little crow's nest here, able to not have any sun. It's a real great day.
Oh yeah, there's about 3 rows of shade here, and we just happen to get lucky with the top one.
So, team back. Oh, somebody in a Tyreek Hill jersey. Dolphins, brand new. Don't know why you'd be a Dolphins fan up here. Of course, I can't say anything. My brother is a Dolphins fan, but he was dropped as a kid.
It happens.
That's the only way you could be a White Sox fan.
Oh,
if you
yeah.
make bad decisions. Oh, excuse me. Drew Powell with the fumble recovery. Apologies. Well, then he was wrong up there, too. Oh, well, it's a little bit far here. Let me scoot that out of your way. There you go. Trying to get things set up here for the second half as we are set to go. The referees are on the field.
Eagle football is back on the field Friday
Eagles
night when
will
they take on
get the
Iowa
ball when
out
they get
here
back from
at Christian Life. And then
halftime.
Saturday, come back out for the Blue
You know, I don't know if
Light
this
Fest.
I don't know if this camera can take another
Celebrate
Eagle
50
Rumble.
years of Christian Life School.
We'll lock it in, you know, get some straps, bungee it down. We've had to do it before. There was one time, at least with this setup, they're 2x4s that are almost a foot wide, but at least they double widened it on the bottom. One time we didn't have that, and I had bungee cords around this table on all 4 sides. It was technically holding on to nothing other than gravity and bungee cord, and I was able to do an entire game. So, this game brought to you by McDonough Telephone Cooperative. This West Prairie game stream is made possible by McDonough Telephone's fiber internet. McDonough Telephone offers lightning fast and reliable fiber internet, video, phone, and camera systems to the McDonough County area. Call 309-776-3211 to check your availability. Also brought to you by Adams Experts. Looking for top-notch local computer sales and repair services? Call Adams Experts in Quincy at 217-214-3423 for fast, friendly, and affordable assistance. We make technology work. That's Adams Experts, your go-to when your computer goes down. 8-6 set to go for the second half. And thank you for watching here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH on the Hulett PubliPro LLC YouTube channel. Only Saturday game for the next few weeks for me, personally. That could change depending on if we need a little help on a Saturday game for BPC. Friday, well, it would be, this Friday, upcoming, at BPC is homecoming. So tune into the homecoming game here on the YouTube channel. Just hit subscribe, and you'll be able to follow along and figure out whenever we have any of our streams, whether that be the high school sports or even a little bit more in the Iowa, what's it called? The Iowa horse racing, the Ooh, saddle racing. There we go. Yes. Still have some horse racing left in this season. If you never watched horse racing, we got all of them still up from 2 years ago. So try it out if you want, if you're bored here on a Saturday before the Texas-Alabama game, where Texas will most likely lose. Kickoff to start out the second half. They'll be picked up at the 15-yard line and down into the right side. Oh, my gosh, gets through two and tackled down finally. That could have been bad. The contained man on the right side did not do a great job of making sure that everything was buffered down. So the Eagles will get the ball. 1st and 10. Let's see where they spot it, about the 31-yard line. Decent field position. We'll see if the Eagles come out and try to pass one up to the far side. Really good so far on passing offense. And what is this referee talking?
I think they're just making sure the whistles work.
Maybe. I don't know. He was pointing down onto the far sideline. We got a break here as the referee walks on down. I'm going to talk a little bit with someone from Christian Life. I don't know for sure. Looks like maybe a little bit of an unruly crowd member down there, it seems, is a little talking to. At any rate, 1st and 10.
Game on.
Game on. Pistol formation. It'll be a sweep, and he fumbles it again. This time he's going to pick it up as Mikey Kitch is able to tap him down. Roll clock down, loss of 10.
2nd and long.
And just as I called it, it does look like there'll be one fan member who's leaving shortly. I'm getting the talking to down there by, I do believe, the athletic director, if I had to guess. 2nd and long, 11:29 remaining here in this 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I'm still not sure what happened down there.
It is what it is. 2nd and long. Sweep didn't work. Still in that, well, I won't say it. They'll move around. Yes, they will.
Classic.
They move back into that pistol formation. 2-man wide. One in motion. It's going to be a handoff up the middle. He pops it out to the right side, and he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage, and another loss of about 4.
Swain on the carry.
Westbury defense doing a little bit of a better job so far to start out the second half. Third and, if that's 20, 3rd and 25, we'll just even it off there. 10:25 remaining as the Eagles look to try to at least get positive yards on this pass, or run, excuse me. 2 runs in a row, didn't have much success. You'll most likely see them aired out. For a second there, I thought they were staying in that high formation double tight. Now they'll go twins left. Gets the ball, looking to pass. He's got defenders. He gets past one, and he is sacked down at the 20-yard line. Maybe. Oh, and they're going to throw the flag for a tackle out of bounds. Let me see. I mean, yeah. I'm going to say it was a roughing the passer, bad hit, unsportsmanlike, one of those 3. It's still a 15-yard. They threw him down. Well, now they're still discussing, figuring it out. So if it is a personal foul, we'll see if it is an automatic first down after the walk-off. Still some discussing. Still haven't moved the ball. A lot of movement as they're getting the next play set up between a few different players in and out. 9:50 remaining here in the third quarter. 8-6. We ever gonna get a motion? Figure out what's going on?
Well, they were discussing dinner plans earlier, so now I think they're just deciding on apps.
You got to go with the mott sticks.
Yeah.
Inadvertent face mask on a defense. 5-yard penalty marked from the end of the run.
Inadvertent face. That's the second one called today.
Dead ball. Personal foul.
There's that is.
Defense at 15 yards will mark off from the succeeding spot.
2 play.
Third down. Third down. Third down.
Dude, brother, you're still mic'd up. Stop yelling.
Put the bats in back. Third down.
I don't think he still knows if you're still mic'd up.
Third down.
Brother, we know it's third down. You can stop screaming.
What down is it? Oh, it's third down.
Oh, could have fooled me. So anyway, after a 20-yard mark-off, it's 3rd and 1.
I wish they would just tell us.
Yeah, you know. You're crying.
No, not quite. Not quite yet. We might get there.
So 3rd and short. Back up into pistol. Trying to go offsides. You did it. Oh, my God. Knight. You didn't do it the first time. Why'd you go for the second time?
Defense, 5-yard penalty. First down.
So a first down on the Eagles now after technically 3 penalties in a row.
I was hoping we'd see the third down. I heard a lot of talk about it.
A lot of talk about the third down for no third down. Oh, man. You know, and they wonder why we're not professionals, you know, when we do this. Big third down coming up. 1st and 10. Pistol. And it's going to be a sweep. He holds on to it this time. Carter hits there to tackle him at about the, let's say, the 46. So game of 1. Hey, there's the rumble.
Yeah, we got hit with the Eagle rumble.
The Eagle rumble.
Mid-play. Drop the camera a bit.
Acres. Short gain, 2nd down.
Oh, they'll give him about a gain of 2. So 2nd and 8. 8:37 remaining. This game's brought to you by Western Illinois University. At Western Illinois University, Leathernecks don't blend in because purple stands out. At WIU, there is limitless potential with campuses in Macomb, Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a Leatherneck and get an education that stands out. I almost said education. Education. Oh, yeah. Back to pistol. Twins right, tight end. Man in motion. And it's going to be a handoff up the middle and swallowed, maybe a loss of 1 on the play. Mikey Kitch comes down with it.
Game.
So a loss of 1 makes it a 3rd down and 9.
Third and long.
It's like a player coming up a little bit slow on that one for the Eagles. That is Fred Swain, the freshman. So 7:18 remaining, 8-6 still your score. Is it still a close game? And it will be the Eagles up to the plate. And a timeout taken. So we'll take a break and be back on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
Skip adding detergent to every load with the Load and Go dispenser. Choose from models that hold enough for 20 to 40 loads. With select models even adding a second compartment for fabric softener. so clothes get the care they need, and you can skip adding detergent every time. The Load and Go dispenser, now available in 3 sizes. Brought to you by Whirlpool.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there is limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
And welcome back to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, as we 3rd and about 8. 7 minutes remaining. Man in motion as watch out pass left side, first progression. He's going to go for it, and a sack by Carter Hits. He's able to get one hand off and down. So a loss of about 3 or 4, so a 4th and long for Christian Life.
4th down.
Let's go about 4th and 12. So we may see the punt formation come up. Johnson will back up just in case.
I think it's a safe bet.
Who knows, you know, keep hold of that, and you can use it as a new Hard Rack Casino that is coming up where we're coming in at Rockford. Not even chuckle. Wow. I thought I had a pretty funny joke there.
Not this time.
It's a nice punt as it goes out of bounds at around the, they'll say the 43-yard line.
Out of bounds.
Trying to get it out of the way of Jesse Johnson on the recovery. So 6:09 remaining. 8-6. You're still your score. As both teams pretty much tied right now. You know, that's what's so good about these drives so far this game. I don't know what it is, but game's going by really quick. That was one possession.
Really?
Yep. First look at the offense for West Prairie. It's going to be a sweep, and it'll be Hilton who gets to the 45-yard line
Xavier
on the
Hilton
forward progress.
By a flock of Eagles. Short gain, 2nd down.
Gain of around 3. So they'll go 2nd and 7.
You could almost hear a pin drop right now.
I know, but you can hear a nice Eagle rumble.
You could feel that one.
I formation, double tight, hands it off, fullback dive. He gets through one and gets down to about the 48, 49-yard line on another gain. That one of 4. So 3rd down and 3. 5:11 remaining. Low scoring affair so far. Roberts, the center, back up. I formation. Hands ball off. Hilton gets through for a 1st down and a little bit more on the back of a nice offensive push by the line. And it'll be a 1st down for the West Prairie Southeastern Cyclones.
1st and 10 Cyclones.
I think that's where that 3rd down hype came from. Or was 4. Big things coming.
Hands ball off. Hilton, same play, same result as he's going to get through for a 1st down. And Morris, he's down to the 30-yard line. And big things were indeed coming with that 1st down rush.
1st and 10 Cyclones.
I used to just never talk on Southeastern West Prairie possessions because anytime I did, bad things would happen. But looking good now.
Well, I think everybody would prefer if you didn't talk through most of them. Hilton, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. He's going to get down to about the 5 in 4. Oh.
Penalty on the play.
They say he was tackled down, and they're going to move him back on a hold. Holding is the call, so move him back. Will still be a first down. It was called on Andre Roberts, the center. So they'll move him back to where? Where was the hold at? It's at the line of scrimmage. So first and 20 with 4 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. 8-6 your score. Once again, man, if you see somebody stretched out, you just let it go. Let it go, man. No reason to hold in a close game like this. Back to the I formation, double tight. Right side now for Hilton, and Hilton gets a nice gain up to about the 35. Second and 15.
Hilton on the carry. Third down.
Second. Sorry, Mr. PA, man. Second. I formation once again. Now double tight right. Hands it off fullback dive. He gets about 4 on the gain, if any. 2:55 remaining in this third quarter. So third and 13.
Third and long.
Center is switching out. So we have a little bit of a different lineup now.
Maybe now's the time to pull the play out of the saddlebag.
Mikey Kitch switching into center now. Played with center last year. Shotgun formation. And it's a fumble. And that was close. That was close.
It's going to be close.
They'll come up with it.
Recovered by the Eagles. Malachi Rodriguez.
So after the turnover,
First and 10,
8-6. Still your score with 2:04 remaining here in this third quarter. Christian Life set up for another offensive drive. Man, it seems just for both teams, it's just like Sisyphus up a hill as they get closer and closer and closer, and then something will break and either turnover on downs or a turnover. They just got to pick up that rock and keep it moving up the hill again.
It gets steeper at the top.
Yeah, that's kind of how mountains go.
Usually is.
Happens to the best of us. First and 10. Ooh. It'll be Twins right, tight end. It's going to be a keeper, and Mikey's looking right behind it to try and keep it going, and finally tackled down on the far side by, do believe that is, there we are.
Nice gain, second down.
Tackle down, gain of 4 or 5. Second and 5, 1:34 remaining in the third. Let's see what movement. They'll go in left side now, left power. And that's a super left power. Sends a man in motion. Reverses it, and it's going to be a lead carry, and it's stopped down at about the 44, 45-yard line, just about there.
Just short of the line to gain, second
So,
and inches.
third and inches.
Third and inches.
Third and about 1. We'll give him more. 48 seconds remaining, so this will be the last play of the third quarter. QB breaks. as they'll definitely need to watch the ball here for a hard count. Left side double. Hard count doesn't work. Look at the pass. He's going to go right side. He's going to just keep it, gets the first down, and tackle it out of bounds. And that'll stop the clock at the 8-second mark. Now this will be the last play of the half.
Yards for another Christian Life.
So Eagles get a first down. And keep the chains moving. And a scoreless quarter so far. Set to go here, last play of the third quarter. Coach McCormick hyping up the defensive line a little bit to push off a little bit faster. Back to the left side power. Sends the blitz, looking to pass, lets that fire. He's got a nice pass. It is tipped. Almost intercepted by Clayton Hunt and Cam Kramer on the defense. So 2nd and 10. 2.1 seconds remaining.
Now
it's the last play. As they break, we'll see if they go left or right on the power. Steps back into left power. Seems to be keeping in that left side now with the longer stretch. This is going to be a fumble and keeper and a loss. As he's tackled down and a loss of about 6. So 3rd and long as we'll get set up for the fourth quarter, 8-6. Still your score. We'll take a break and be back on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
My experience with McDonough District Hospital was amazing. I have a lot of allergies, complicated by nasal problems. And the procedure I had is Vive Air. Dr. Sparks was incredible.
The Vive Air procedure is a radiofrequency ablation procedure. She no longer has to do any medications to breathe, so she gets much more restful night's sleep. And a short little office procedure, and have somebody that feels like it's totally changed their life means the world.
It's a permanent improvement on the quality of your life.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there is limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
And welcome back to the fourth quarter as we get set up, still 8-6. Set to go for the fourth quarter. Still on defense are the Cyclones. It'll be a 3rd and long, about a 3rd and 15 looking at it, without doing any math because I don't want to. Looking to roll passes, and it is in the ground. So a 4th down and long for the Eagles to start out this fourth quarter. Looking at some college scores. We've got Ohio State winning alongside Kansas State. Notre Dame leading. Penn State wins, and Utah winning. So pretty much just like your average first couple of weeks of college football, anybody that's ranked is winning because they're all playing smaller teams. The big one this week, at least for me, Colorado does end up beating Nebraska. The battle of Coach Prime versus Matt Rule. Looking to punt, 4th and long. Lets that one go down to the 41-yard line. He'll let that roll down. They'll pick it up. So West Prairie will start at about the 37-yard line.
37-yard line, 1st and 10, Cyclones.
Later on today, we do have number 3 Alabama taking on number 11 Texas. And then the night game at 9:30, USC Stanford. The remnants of the Pac-12 or Pac-10, whichever one is you're used to.
I wonder how the Western game's going.
I didn't even think they would be playing home today. Let me look that up. Sweep, and it is most likely a false start as they stop that one. This game, that starts at 3. It'll be false start, 5 yards. Starting back, 1st and 15. WIU takes on Illinois State at WIU.
I actually thought that game started at 1.
Nope, it starts at 3.
Well, that's good to know.
Happens to the best of us. Ooh. You know, with Western changing into a new conference next year, things will be a lot different. I formation, hands the ball off, sweep, right side. A little bit of high of a sweep, and they got a fumble. And it is picked up by West Prairie. So another loss of yards, and now 2nd and long, 11:30 remaining. Now a sweep to the short field, that is not really the call that I'd normally go with.
No, not usually.
But it just seemed like that pitch just a bit off as he turned it around as a lot more of a loop than he was waiting. More arc. There we go. 2nd and long. Sweep, gets past 1, gets past 2. He's got 1 man to beat down the sideline. He gets him tackled down past the 50-yard line, and Xavier Hilton, he's a little bit low to get up, as he'll stay sitting down.
1st and 10, Cyclones.
1st and 10 after the long run. Hilton still down.
Timeout.
As they get him back off the sideline. He is up and moving, so he'll take most likely 1-2 plays off just to double check to see what it is. Maybe, if anything, a little bit of a cramp. We'll see.
Maybe the wind knocked out of him, something like that.
So 1st and 10, as the chains are not set up correctly. Sweep left, and he's barely getting past. He just keeps on trucking Austin Nelson. I couldn't even see exactly where he was. I should start paying attention to where you got your cameras. You're zoomed in a little bit more than I could see. Austin Nelson on the nice carry, about 4 yards before he's pushed out of bounds.
I've got a little bit of glare over here, so just a little bit. Hard. Might be easier to just watch with your eyes.
What else am I going to watch with?
Hopefully not your feet.
Happens. Hands off, fullback. He's got loads of room, but another flag.
Handoff up the middle, penalty on the play.
We'll see what this one is.
Holding, number 62, the offense.
That's his 3rd holding call today.
2nd down.
Another holding to move him back on a good play. And that one wasn't even worth it. You've got a fullback dive. That's a good push play. You don't have any reason to hold on to somebody because he's not going to take him down from behind. We're 7 yards out of the play.
Well, as we say, happens to the best of us.
10 minutes remaining in this one. 8-6 still your score. 2nd and long. 2nd and about 17. I formation. Double tight, sweep right. Austin Nelson with the ball, and he goes right down the sideline, pushing and moving people out of the way as they'll stop him at the 42, 43-yard line. So that makes up for the penalty there on the long run. It'll be 3rd and about 5.
3rd down, Cyclones.
3rd and 5. Been working so far, so keep on handing it to Nelson. If you're me, I'd keep on handing it to him. Nelson is lined up fullback, and they do, and he gets up and in for a first down and more as they're going to push the line down to about the 31-yard line. And a first down for the West Prairie Southeastern Cyclones.
Brought down by another group of Eagles. 1st and 10 Cyclones.
It's like a Eagles player getting stretched out down from a hamstring cramp, it looks like. First and 10, 8:30 remaining. I formation. Hands it off to Nelson. Nelson punches it outside, and another flag.
Another run penalty on the play.
We'll see what this one is.
Holding, number 62 of the offense. 10-yard penalty.
Take his hands off. Take the hands off. Tape your hands shut at this point. That's his 4th holding call. I mean, it is what it is. You know, a lot of plays you can get away with stuff like that, but once they take it for you the first time, now they're on to you. So you have to just play a lot more, you know, not daintily. You have to be more careful when you're playing.
A little more discreet.
Yeah. 1st and 20, 8:23. Sweep. And that's going to be another flag. Another flag. We got more laundry than I do at home right now on this field. That's the 3rd play in a row that's had a flag. So let's see what this one is. Stoppage at 8:17. 8-6 still your score. No penalty, so we can stop it just because.
No penalty. 2nd down.
Roll the play. All right.
It's a great day. He wants to be out here a little longer.
I guess so, you know. Got to milk the moment a little bit more. 2-point game for most of it. Let's just keep it on. So back to 1st and long, I guess. And stop it. He's going to pulp right around. He's got one man, and he's going to be tackled down from behind, down to about the 30-yard line. Great run by Xavier Hilton.
Carry brought down by Ethan Vistine. 3rd down, Cyclones.
So 3rd down now at the 30. 3rd and 9.
Oh,
Here we are.
Yep, every time. Gonna have to readjust.
Well, you got another one coming.
Yep. I was prepared for that one, though.
3rd down. This time to Hilton. Hilton tries to get outside, and he loses the ball.
Fumble on the play.
Picked up by the Eagles.
Life. Jace Lukasik.
And
1st and
like
10
a player
Eagles.
comes up a little limp. So Eagles will start out offensively. 7:07 remaining as they'll take an injury timeout as he is still on the field. We'll take a break as well on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
I went through MDH when we were trying to get pregnant. We were struggling the first year, and then when we got pregnant, I stayed at MDH and through labor and now for pediatrics. My experience was nothing short of phenomenal. I was met with amazing staff members who helped me through concerns that I had when she was first born, helping me learn how to be a new mom. It was really reassuring and comforting knowing that I had so much support and kindness around me. My entire pregnancy at MDH was amazing.
There's been a lot of rewarding parts working at McDonough District Hospital. I've had patients come to me that maybe have not had care in the community, care available. So with the addition of nurse practitioners lately, we've been able to add more care, and that's very rewarding to me. My hope is that when the patients leave at the end of an appointment, they leave and they definitely feel like they've been listened to, and they feel like their needs have been met, their cares have been met, and that they're going to get the proper treatment that they deserve from me as a provider.
It was the community that really drew me back to Macomb. I'm from a small community, and I'm from a farm family, and ultimately I always wanted to practice in a place like that, and I felt that I had the ability to connect to people who with a similar background from me, and the fact that the staff members at the hospital and the support, all the support staff at the hospital was also focused with the goal of patient care. It felt like it just all came hammered at home for me.
And after the injury timeout, 8-6 still your score with 7:07 remaining. First and 10 for the Christian Life Eagles. Taking on the West Prairie Southeastern Cyclones. Sweep left side, and he gets through, but tackled down by the linebacker group. Gets a gain of about 3. Or maybe more than that. Gain of about 4 or 5. So it'll be 2nd and 5.
2nd down.
We'll see. Decent running so far from the Eagles in the second quarter. Haven't used as many pass plays as they're able to get a little bit more moving. West Prairie just kind of needs to hunker down and get a decent push out. Sweep left side. Looks upfield, gets a hole, and is down for a first down.
On the carry,
They'll say move the chains. 6:12 remaining. Now there is 6 whole minutes left in this game, but the way that things have been going, they kind of have to start looking at that clock to keep on going out and getting long 3rd and 4th down recoveries. Might get close down to the end of the game. Here's already 5:45, 8-6 your score. Maybe they got a PAT out of a nice place kicker. Get a 3 in, 9-8. Little confusion about where everybody's going. So they get into a formation just to get out of that formation, and then they were confused about getting into the first formation. Who cares? And, that was a little bit of a trap. I'd say that was a legal formation. A little bit of a false start for that running back. Still can't get anywhere as they lose about 2 on the play. Powell with the tackle.
2nd down.
2nd and long. If I had a nickel every time I had to say and long today.
You'd have quite a few.
A few, yeah. Maybe enough to buy a Pepsi.
Maybe.
Taking their time up towards the goal, the line of scrimmage. 4:44 remaining, 8-6. Reverse, keeper, nice pickup and tackle. We'll see who it is. Clayton Hunt, and that is the contained guy's job. Always stay there, don't get too deep. Sit there, make sure, get that contained. And he's able to contain in for the quarterback tackle. Loss of about 2 or 3, so now we're at about a 3rd and 14, I'd say. And that sun definitely has came in a little bit more as it is messing with my computer. You can tell how much dust is on it now. Underneath 4 minutes remaining, 8-6. Big 3rd down here.
3rd downs are big.
And especially one that is, 3rd and long once again. Left side, maybe look for that pass. They do, and he rolls up right in. He does catch it, but it'll be down at around the 44, so it'll be 4th and 10. Oh, man, 4th and 9. They're going to give him a little bit more of a move.
4th down, Eagles.
4th and 9, 3:16 remaining. coach telling Jesse Johnson to come on, step on up. They're going to go for it no matter what. Now underneath 3 minutes remaining, still 6-8. Eagles got to convert here. Watch out for the offsides calls, please. Can't get the hard count. So they'll actually run a play out of the I formation, and it's not going well for him. Carter hits. He throws it in desperation. Almost got the pick. At any rate, turnover on downs.
Turnover on downs.
So at
First and 10,
2:30 on the clock, Cyclones get the ball back at the 44-yard line. You can tell they're definitely going for that offsides. Probably should have just taken a timeout there after they didn't get, instead of running a play out of that I formation. This is the first play they ran out of the I formation all day. And it really just let a great blitz come in. So 1st and 10, 2:33 remaining. Cyclones looking to extend this lead a little bit, give them a cushion. As leading by 2, hands it off, and a nice fullback dive, gets about 4. And here's a timeout taken by Christian Life. So we'll take a timeout and be back on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
My experience with McDonough District Hospital was amazing. I have a lot of allergies, complicated by nasal problems. And the procedure I had is Vive Air. Dr. Sparks was incredible.
The Vive Air procedure is a radiofrequency ablation procedure. She no longer has to do any medications to breathe, so she gets much more restful night's sleep. And a short little office procedure, and have somebody that feels like it's totally changed their life means the world.
It's a permanent improvement on the quality of your life.
After my appointment that day, I just made up my mind that I'm going to have my baby here in Macomb and this hospital, because irrespective of where you're from, who you are, it's just their line of duty to make sure they give care, make you comfortable.
I thought about the staff of MDH. You know, they're all good. And you will get all the support you need. This is just the best place for you and your family.
And welcome back to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, and a flag as soon as the play happens.
Penalty before the snap.
Dead ball foul. False start. Number
False
42
start.
in the offense. 5-yard penalty. 2nd down.
So a false start, move them back and try it again. A 2nd and 11 we'll go with. 2:30 remaining. 8-6 still your score. And a reverse, trying to get something going, and he's going to keep on going, a gain of about 4. Talk about making something out of nothing as he's able to go through a blown up coverage, and we do have another player down that is the same one as earlier. So we'll take a quick break and be back.
Skip adding detergent to every load with the Load and Go dispenser. Choose from models that hold enough for 20 to 40 loads, with select models even adding a second compartment for fabric softener. So clothes get the care they need, and you can skip adding detergent every time. The Load and Go dispenser, now available in 3 sizes. Brought to you by Whirlpool.
It was the community that really drew me back to Macomb. I'm from a small community, and I'm from a farm family, and ultimately I always wanted to practice in a place like that, and I felt that I had the ability to connect to people who with a similar background from me, and the fact that the staff members at the hospital and the support, all the support staff at the hospital was also focused with the goal of patient care. It felt like it just all came hammered at home for me.
I see acute injuries on the field. I see ankle sprains. I see ACL knee injuries, as well as in the clinic. It's very rewarding to see them from on-the-field injury to rehab to transition back to their event.
I chose the MDH OBGYN group because I've heard wonderful things about Dr. Smith. And upon entering the office, I really got along with everybody and got a warm feeling. The staff is warm and inviting and welcoming. It's a small community, so it's a really nice hospital to have here in the rural area. I continue to choose MDH because of the relationships I have. I really enjoy everybody here.
I grew up in a small town in Missouri, and I like the feel of community. I like knowing the people that I take care of and knowing the people around me, providing care for someone that you know is in this community and helping them to get better.
Well, I've always had an interest in the medical field, and then growing up, I actually went through physical therapy myself for an injury, and that got me back to playing my sport.
And welcome back to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH after the injury timeout. 2 minutes remaining, 3rd and 9. I formation. So they'll let them wait till the back judge starts to count. Is he ever going to count? Down to 44. Sweep right. Hilton gets past the first defender, gets past the second, keeps on going towards the sideline, has one man to beat, and he does. Hilton down for the West Prairie Southeastern Cyclone touchdown.
Xavier Hilton for the
And I tell you, better late than never for it. 14-6. They'll look to make the 2-point conversion to make it a 10-point game. 1:30 remaining in the 4th. And that one was just great running by Hilton, able to get through a few defenders. But the biggest one is when you have a sweep, you have to have a good contained man. That contained man was 7 yards upfield. Like, when you're contained, you can't go for that blitz. You have to hold on. You have to make sure. It was the hardest thing. This is why I always loved being inside. I never had to do it because I could not stop myself. It's a hard thing to do, as it's going to be a shotgun look. It's going to be a shovel pass, gets past one, and that's in for the 2.
Carter hits for the 2-point
Carter hits, makes it a 10-point game here in Rockford. We'll take a break and be back on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
After my appointment that day, I just made up my mind that I'm going to have my baby here in Macomb and this hospital, because irrespective of where you're from, who you are, it's just their line of duty to make sure they give care, make you comfortable.
I thought about the staff of MDH. You know, they're all good. And you will get all the support you need. This is just the best place for you and your family.
Dry needling is where you insert a filiform needle into a muscle, a tendon, a ligament, sometimes a bone, and it promotes blood flow and circulation so that it heals that particular painful area.
And welcome back to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, as the West Prairie Southeastern Cyclones lead 16-6, 1:30 remaining in this one. As Nelson will get set to kick off. Well, pretty much just have to lock in as defense. Can't make too many mistakes up 10. And set to kick. Squib down, gets it at the 30-yard line. Gonna try left side, and he is tackled down. Past the 30 to the 33-yard line, and that's where the Eagles will set up for their next offensive drive. .123 remaining. First play for him, as they'll switch it back around once again. Power right, it seems. And they're just going to be a QB keeper, gets passed up and tackled down by Carter Hitz.
Gray on the keeper. Brought down by Hitz.
So after the run, it'll be 2nd down and about 6 to go. And 1 minute remaining in this game. 16 to 6. About 2 hours right on the dot. Quick game so far.
First half went by really quick. Wasn't much action in the third quarter either, so.
And a clock stoppage. Timeout, injury timeout maybe?
Timeout.
They made him sit down to check out. Okay, in any case, we'll take a break.
I went through MDH when we were trying to get pregnant. We were struggling the first year, and then when we got pregnant, I stayed at MDH and through labor and now for pediatrics. My experience was nothing short of phenomenal. I was met with amazing staff members who helped me through concerns that I had when she was first born, helping me learn how to be a new mom. It was really reassuring and comforting knowing that I had so much support and kindness around me. My entire pregnancy at MDH was amazing.
I chose the MDH OBGYN group because I've heard wonderful things about Dr. Smith. And upon entering the office, I really got along with everybody and got a warm feeling. The staff is warm and inviting and welcoming. It's a small community, so it's a really nice hospital to have here in the rural area. I continue to choose MDH because of the relationships I have. I really enjoy everybody here.
My experience with McDonough District Hospital was amazing. I have a lot of allergies, complicated by nasal problems. And the procedure I had is Vive Air. Dr. Sparks was incredible.
The Vive Air procedure is a radiofrequency ablation procedure. She no longer has to do any medications to breathe, so she gets much more restful night's sleep. And a short little office procedure, and have somebody that feels like it's totally changed their life means the world.
It's a permanent improvement on the quality of your life.
Welcome back to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. So we look, they're going to go for a pass. Gets past the line of scrimmage and a gain about 2 before he is wrapped up and tackled down. 30 seconds remaining. 16 to 6 your score as the Cyclones lead. And another injury timeout. Roll clock now, I guess. What's an injury timeout? Who knows what's going on down there? And they won't make him wait it out. Is that'll? No, it takes a timeout. It's 21 seconds left. Down 10.
Yeah.
What would be your game plan for this situation?
Me for this situation? I'd run it up the middle. I mean, like you said, down 10, 21 seconds left. I would just...
It'd be a miracle if they could get a pass up and going. So after the timeout, they'll come back with the play. Third and about 4, I formation. It'll be a handoff right up the middle and taken down by Carter Hitz and a few more with 15 seconds left. 16 to 6.
Pitch on the stop for the Cyclones.
And that'll be the end of this game. 16 to 6, your final, as the Cyclones are able to win a very close game, as the Christian Life Eagles had a great first couple of drives and then just couldn't seem to execute right after.
Couldn't pick up the momentum again.
See you back out here Thursday night.
Not really, but 16 to 6. We thank you for watching here on TSSR at Game Time Live, presented by MDH, as we will see you next week, as West Prairie, do believe that might be their first home game. I'd have to check, but on a few home games for them this year. We will catch you next time on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.